The newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com on this, the 17th day of November in the year 2021. About, I would say, a half hour ago, we started getting alerts about an incident that took place in Nutley on Park Avenue by the Parks and Rec Department and near where Eastwood College is, just over the bridge from Lyndhurst. And there were some reports of gunshots being fired in the area. There were none. I just got off the phone with Detective Lieutenant Anthony Montaneri, who is the Public Information Officer for the Nutley Police Department. And I'm just going to try to paraphrase what he told me. There was a domestic incident this morning that involved a serious assault where the female victim was hurt. The suspect is in custody and is being processed as we speak, so that's certainly good news. But a few things about that. There were a couple of witnesses who called us from the scene and said it was pretty bloody, and there was a lot of blood in the area. So this poor woman, the victim, was certainly in rough shape, that's for sure. The good news that the guy is in custody is there, but because there are some schools around there, including Eastwick, and then there's an elementary school a couple of blocks up on Washington Avenue, Lieutenant Montaneri put the schools in lockdown because he wanted to make sure the kids were protected. The kids weren't really in any danger, thank God, but he did put them in lockdown. The lockdown is over. We do understand that some of the schools haven't announced the end to the lockdown yet, but it does seem like everybody is safe in all of the schools with the lockdown ended and the suspect being in custody. Another eyewitness who is in the area on a semi-regular basis tells us that they have heard the person who they believe to be the victim screaming at nighttime. I can't confirm that because I haven't witnessed it, but it comes from an extremely reliable source. So keep that in mind as well. Maybe there's some kind of history there, but we'll find out as much as we can. Lieutenant Montaneri was already at the scene and taking statements from witnesses and things of that nature. So he didn't have a whole heck of a lot of time to speak, but he did give me the basic details and wanted it to be perfectly clear that there was never any shots fired at this scene. The police officers who were there did draw their service weapons. So the guns were pointed at the suspect, but at no time did the police or the suspect fire any shots, and we don't even, from what we understand, think the guy who is the suspect had any weapons on him. So that's the situation in Nutley. We will update this story as soon as more information becomes available. But again, keep in mind, it was a domestic incident. The suspect is in custody. The victim, a woman, is alive, though she was in pretty rough shape. The lockdown that put schools on lockdown is over, and there is no more danger in that area on Park Avenue. From the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com, this is Kevin Canessa signing off for now. We will come back if we learn anything more about this situation in Nutley today. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, everybody.